Personally, I would say that's not an election. That's a very shameful outing for INEC and for Ekiti State as a state. You can see everything went wrong. Right before the election, there have been cries that people were not getting their voters card at the collation centers where they're supposed to collect it. In the secretary of my political party, I went with him to Ward 4 Unit 1 to check for his own card. When we got there, his name was on the list, but the card was not available. I know some people like that, many members of my church that I can authoritatively tell you that they went out severally to check for their cards, and they said the cards were not ready. You can see. And on the day of the election, you can hear what INEC says, that they collected lots of cards. Which cards? Where are they? You see the election, this is the way it goes. Look at the population of the outcome of the election results. Where did they come from? At a point, we were crying out that people were being mobilized from outside the state into the state. From Edo State, from Osun State, from Osun State, from other states, that people were being mobilized into the state. And they came in on the night of the election. And if you can see what is going on social media, all these people were given cards to vote. Where were those cards from? So those cards that were supposed to be given to residents of Ekiti State for them to vote, they gave it out to their people. This is actually daylight rigging. And I think this is bad for this country. It is taking Nigeria back. Nigeria has actually been set up on a reverse gear. I don't see anything. And I think this is a litmus test for 2027 election. So Nigeria is going wrong. It's going bad. In so many places, it was actually complained that the beavers failed. So if they have actually complained that beavers failed, then what are you telling me? In most situations, they did not take pictures, they did not take thumb printing in several across the states, and these were pre-planned. It was actually pre-planned because it was not strange to people, to INEC. It was not strange to police. It was not strange to the ruling party. We were campaigning that only that there should be open secret ballots, whereby when people want to vote, they should not show their votes to people. When INEC will position the polling booths, it was positioned in a way that everybody will see where you have voted for. So tell me, people are being induced with 15,000 naira all over social media. So people are even celebrating it, that they collected 15,000 naira from APC to vote. And look at the whole notes they used in that election. If EFCC had been functional, if EFCC had been have been up and doing, they should have investigated where all these old notes that were supposed to go back to the central bank and be destroyed, coming back into the circulation, some of the tax on it to be at 2022. So they should have investigated this. So I don't see, I think all these people, they were involved in the rigging. It is, they brought the right rigging. I was in the campaign for 90 days. I'm the state chairman of Young Progressive Party. PDP did not give a penny out. I can say that authoritatively because I was part of the system when they were planning it. But look at how it went. 15,000 naira. So that there's no way Nigeria will be better for it, because these people, they are ready to impoverish and make people very, very, very poor so that they can be buying their votes at will whenever they want. We have 21 state governors in the Ekiti State. All those police officers you have seen. A state governor was even wearing what is it called? Observer's tag. INEC observer's tag. A state governor. And you are telling me you have all those police came with them. So they were all involved. That's why I said, well, we are not thinking that this country is fucked up already. This country is it's a very shameful act. If 21 state governor could come and actually support one single governor to fight somebody who has never been in government, what do you expect? I actually congratulated Oluyede, because if he had scored so much in the election without spending a penny, well, I think he deserved kudos. What happened is just the order of the day. That's the way they want to do things. Emergence or no emergence, winning or no winning, they have actually rigged the election and positioned the person that they want as our governor to be there. It is the way they just, you see, it is just a way to impose themselves on us and enslave all of us. And I think there's nothing, I think it's only God factor that can work, because they have the police, they have the judiciary, they have everything at hand. So there's nothing we can do. We are just at God's mercy now in Nigeria. Democracy has failed here. They have actually monetized everything. They now buy votes at will. They see, I don't think buy votes should be part of democracy. I've never had it in any clime. But in Nigeria, it is what is happening now. The highest bidder wins the election. So if somebody who has access to our treasury, who have access to our tax that we have paid, who have access to our federal allocation, if he can come out and be paying 15,000 naira per vote, what do we do? Do you think somebody else from outside can afford that kind of thing, to pay 15,000 naira for 300,000 people? Nigeria, I won't lie to you, there's nothing like democracy in this country again. It is just government by the rich, government by the few. Nigeria has actually been put on a reverse gear, and the accelerator has been put on the highest level. So Nigeria is speeding backward. Nigeria is fast speeding backward. Forget about it. If this is repeated in 2027, then that means there's nothing like democracy in Nigeria. It's so just them. So people have already actually prepared their mind what to expect in 2027 election. People have already made up their mind. They know what is coming. So if the federal government want to prove to us in Ekiti State that yes, 2007 election will be good, they should come and investigate what happened in Ekiti State. They should come and probe where those money came out from, all those old notes. They should investigate. You see, these are things that needs to be done. If the federal government is not interested, that means they are part of the game. Sincerely, except all these crops of politicians are not in the race, unless they are banned from participating in the active politics, I don't see any reason, because most of them are now positioning their children to contest election, and they will rig those children into the whatever, so the children will take over from where they stopped. So it will continue like that. It has actually become it's now a tradition. It is becoming part of us in Nigeria. So when you see all of them putting their children there and they want to rig their children in, then there's nothing we can do about it. They have all the access to rigging, and they will continue to rig. So can you stop somebody who can control police from rigging? Can you stop somebody who has INEC at hand from rigging? They are all the same. It's one party state. INEC is part of APC. Police is part of APC. Judiciary is APC. So let's forget it. Nigeria there's no other opposition political party that can exist in Nigeria. Somebody who spent 15,000 naira to buy your votes, you don't expect anything good from him. He is actually a sole administrator. You have sold your rights. You don't have anything to say. If you come, whatever he does is right, because he has paid you for it. So I'm not expecting anything from him. It's a second timer. If he doesn't do anything, so be it. Since people have agreed to it, well, we don't have any choice than to go out or to go on with our daily activities and see what the outcome of what has happened. Yeah, being the chairman of the coalition does not make me have a sole decision. You know, we actually had several political parties. So when PDP was adopted, I was part of those who actually went against PDP because I knew fellowship factor would actually work against us. Because if somebody in PDP is actually working for APC governorship, he could probably frustrate our efforts in PDP. But since everybody said, okay, let's go for PDP, and we'll wait for PDP. And if you see what is happening at the last minute, you see a news coming out that Owoola was driven out of the INEC office. It was Fauci that was actually giving him stress by going to probably reprint out agents' cards. So he actually want to frustrate every agent. He wanted APC members to be PDP agents. So that was what happened in the last minute. So all these have been planned by them, and it is a way to actually take over governance Ekiti and continue to have access to our treasury and to do whatever they like with it. It is part of the game. He went to visit them just to tell them not to go to court or not to go after him. See, because if he had won, he should be celebrating. Rather than celebrating, he was beating, going to the house of those who contested with him. I hope those people too will have the good counsel to be able to know the right thing to do. All of them are against the citizens. Past governors, they have had their turn to steal our money, to embezzle, and they have actually combined with the present one to continue the looting of our treasury. And then after him, there's another person planning to take over from him. So they have actually planned it that there's no way you see, it is like an enslavement. If you read Bible, I'm a Christian. The Israelites, when they were led into Egypt by Joseph, they didn't know they would spend 400 years there. That is, you see, so when Moses came, some of them did not even leave Egypt because they were fed up. They thought they were in the right place. So we are all in Egypt in Ekiti State. I won't lie to you. You will see celebration all over the town. The voice of the people is the voice of God. Did you see anybody celebrating? Did you see any joyous? Can't you see the mood? It's like today is like Sunday. Yesterday was yesterday was even worse. But if it had been somebody of their choice, don't you think they will go? The whole street will still be bubbling. There'll be gathering everywhere. There'll be celebrations everywhere. It's like they see Ekiti is like a ghost town. Go to the villages. They are all back to their farms. Nobody is celebrating. What do you want to celebrate? You want to celebrate failure? You want to celebrate backwardness? What do you want to celebrate? Please, let's leave that celebration aspect of it. Nobody is celebrating. I'm bittered because I know that the next 4 years is going to be worse than the last 4 years.
People of the Fountain.